Hi, Rich Pellegrino, Rich the Equalizer Pellegrino with the Global Woke Institute, www.howwokemi.org, the website, um, YouTube channel at Global Woke Institute, as well as social media pages where you can find more of these videos, short and longer ones, and more of this theme. Tonight, um, I'm going to talk or give you a sneak preview into our upcoming webinar series, starting this Sunday and every Sunday at 1 p.m. for the next few weeks, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, um, via Zoom, which I'll be posting the link or the Evite where you can register and get the link at the end of this. But anyway, the title in this holiday or holy day season of this series is The Real Jesus, the Real Moses, the Real You. And really, the most important part of it is the real you. And the reason that I picked that is because and Christianity is used and abused and has been used and abused so much during this political election season, campaign, and generally in our society, um, which doesn't have much of real Christianity. I call it churchianity. And now with the war, or really the genocide in Israel and Palestine, committed by the state of Israel towards the Palestinians, we need to talk about the real Moses, the real Jews, which is not or are not represented by the state of Israel. That's political, corrupt Judaism, using Judaism as a front, just as the United States uses Christianity as a front for really all of the evil doing that we do around the world. Somehow we think we're better because we're Christian and we're absolved of responsibility for the fact that we have 800 military bases around the world, really an empire. Russia has 6 or 7, most countries have 0. That just gives you an idea about the American empire building, really colonialism that we're still engaged in. But anyway, back to our theme. Um, so, what we'll talk about, what we're trying to explode, are the myths of false supremacies, okay, of false superiorities that we've been brainwashed, that have been ingrained in us in America and to some extent around the world, especially people that look like me, Europeans, have been brainwashed to believe that we're superior somehow. That based on race, of course, we know that we could do a whole series just about the falsity of racial superiority, when there's not even any such thing as race. That was all invented for the purpose of dominating one people dominating another using the false notion of race and racial superiority. But the next one, and probably the most dangerous in terms of the amount of wars fought about it and people murdered, genocide, and so forth, and oppressed, is religious supremacy. Somehow we've been brainwashed to think somehow Christianity and Christ, or the followers of Christianity, are superior than the followers of other religion, or that Christianity is superior over other spiritual paths and religions. Totally a false notion, taught only to oppress other people, to make the oppressors feel as if somehow justified to do all manner of evil towards other people, as we can see right now what's playing out in the Middle East. People characterize it as religious wars. It has nothing to do with religion, because there's oneness and harmony between Islam, Judaism, and Christianity, between true Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, not by its corrupt followers and leaders and clergy. So we'll delve into that, the real meaning. At this time, this year, we have Christmas and Hanukkah, the Jewish holiday or holy day, celebrating on the same day, and uh, so we'll delve into the real Christ, the real Moses, the real Christianity, the real Judaism, the real Christmas and Hanukkah in our series. And all of this is to get to the real you, the real me. Okay. The other superiorities that we explode, and the reason why my nickname is the Equalizer is because, basically that is what I teach, our equality, our oneness, that no one is better than someone else because of some false notion of racial superiority, religious superiority, gender superiority, male over female generally, um, and the other false superiorities are like national, a big one, national or patriotic superiority, that America is better than other countries, or more blessed than other countries. It's a totally false notion. If anyone knows anything about the world, the real world, and then there's other superiorities. Uh, Class is a big one, really a major one here in the U.S. Somehow people feel better if they've made it to the middle class and look down on the poorer class where they may have evolved from, and their own friends and families in that class. We have to deal with that all the time here with gentrification and people saying, we don't want those people in our neighborhood, the NIMBY people. So class is a big one. These are all false superiorities, supremacies. These are not what make you, nothing makes you better than another person. What makes you blessed, highly favored and blessed and noble is intrinsic to you and is intrinsic to every human being. We're all special. We're all noble. We all have deposited within us special capacities to know and to love our true self, others, and God. Really, that's the meaning of God. Okay, whether even if you're an atheist, the meaning of God is the higher power, something higher than ourselves, that we're made in the image of, the goodness that we are made in the image of. Okay, some people say God is good, orderly direction. Whatever it is to you, each one of us has that deposited in us. That's what makes us blessed and highly favored, not being saved. No one's saved. We're all saving ourselves each day. That's something we work at, saving ourselves from ego, from lack of humility, okay, arrogance. And the ultimate arrogance is to use Jesus, Moses, religion to say that we're better than anyone else because we've accepted those paths. I meet many so-called atheists, Muslims, Buddhists, Hindus, all of whom are living righteous lives, their behaviors. And the Bible tells us, by their fruits you shall know them. Everyone can tell a good fruit from a bad fruit. So anyway, these are some of the things we'll get into. Another false superiority that we have is sexual orientation. We've been brainwashed to think because we're straight, we're better than those who are not. Again, these are all distractions from our real self, our real purpose, okay, which is to know and to love and to serve. Okay, thanks. And check into our webinars. You'll have a chance. I won't do all the talking. You'll have a chance to, dialogue, ask questions, and so forth. Ciao.